So guys, get into this video, and I must say it kind of made me a little sad, but Maurice Scott posted a throwback video of the comeback group. And this is when they were first starting out. They was trying to get their mission statement and vision statement and all of that together so they can present this to Huntsville. And it just made me realize what I think. We know there was some shadiness going on behind the scenes now based on what's come out. But basically, in my opinion, this all stopped due to Martell Holt. And it's sad because this is what we started to look at this show about. This is how it's presented to us. And then the drama with Martell came. So it was just good for me to look back on. You guys take a look. Let me know if you think that had they stayed together, if this group would have been successful in what they had planned out. So let me know. Just wanted to bring it to you guys. Chat with you later. Bye.
It's South Huntsville. You guys know that, right? It's a very poor area in South Huntsville. I'm pretty sure East with everywhere.
I think our whole thing about comeback is that we are more impactful. Listen, and I'll explain this to my friends. I explain it to white people all across the board. We're actually not being racist, okay? Not being racist, not being prejudiced. We're actually just more impactful. You as a nuclear family walking outside, cutting your grass, pulling in your driveway, and having fun in your backyard is more impactful in North Huntsville than it is in South Huntsville. It just is. Because people look at, go ask 10 white people who the best player is. They're going to say Larry Bird. A lot of them. Because you start identifying with people that look like you. That's a human characteristic. And so our thing is to be impactful. Yes, there's areas all across the nation that we can impact. But we cannot go out and build 2 homes in South Huntsville and be as impactful as us building 2 homes in North Huntsville.
I'm with you.
At all.
I'm just saying something as small as a name that it possibly can hurt us more than it can help us. Because a lot of people, they're not going to look at the name except for the people who, white people that could possibly help us. You know?
I think that I think that there are going to be some people that it's going to alienate ourselves from. But I think it's going to be a whole different group and a whole different movement.
Okay, I'm with you. Okay.
Say that part again, babe, about the
Come on, babe, for real.
Reese said we can record our meetings.
Come on, record for content, not for playing shows.
And you don't say that to break them, do you?
Right. Say that part again about we're gonna have investors. Let's replay this 2 years from now and see.
Okay. Leave me up to it. No, honestly, I really feel that we're going. God, really, Tisha? I believe that this is going to spark a movement if we get our shit together and if we decide to come together as a real group with a real initiative. This thing that we're doing right now, the world's asking for it. And this is a good product that can be sold in in different markets. And I think that multimillionaires are going to approach us and ask us, hey, I see what you're doing. Can y'all do it over here? I got this. I know this area over here in this area.
I'm with you. I just want to put it out there, y'all.
This is something that I looked at as going back over the mission. We say high-performing school systems, right? That's a challenge. I think that we're bringing in government. Most of the people that we're talking about, especially with school systems, is government, right? I think that that's going to be one of the larger challenges that we have is because we don't have the influence over government that we would normally have. Changing that and making it educational excellence, right? Instead of high-performing school systems, then educational excellence, we do have the ability to mentor, right? So I think that a lot of what we're missing and what Marcel's talking about and what we're talking about as far as impact is, are we passing along the information that will make the next generation successful? The reason why being a nuclear family in North Huntsville has such an impact is because you're actually connecting with those that need those resources, whether it's educational, financial, whatever. They need those resources connected back to that part of the community. In different areas in the other communities, you may not need it and it may not be as impactful. because they see it. So I think that by changing that information to educational excellence,
you want to say encouraging educational excellence?
Encourages to.
Yeah, that's.
Okay. What do you want to say before educational? What are
it's
promoting educational excellence? What do you want to? So we take out high performing school systems.
Right.
Our mission is to restore hope by raising the quality of life in North Huntsville through community development. Something educational excellence.
No, I was going to say through community development, educational excellence, and economic infrastructure that sustains community-centered.
What's currently seen in front of educational excellence right now?
Huh?
What's
Nothing, because educational excellence isn't in here at all.
Right.
He's adding that.
I'm saying,
But I think it needs to be, he wants to take out high-performing school systems, which I agree. But I think there should be a verb before education.
I just think that I think that
fostering.
Yes.
Okay, fostering is
Yes.
better.
Yes.
I think that I was gonna say that promoting and encouraging are too passive.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get something that says that we're actually doing.
Mm-hmm. And what are we doing for the
It's still real economic excellence.
Yeah, economic infrastructure. Yeah.
See, this when I said educational excellence,
Yeah.
my mindset is going back to those time frames where we understood as a community that we had to be better. There was a demand on each person that when they went to school, you're going to school for a purpose, right? You're not just going to school just like every other student. You have to be twice as good, 3 times as good, because you're competing with people that are completely against you, right? Hey, there's discrimination. And now the thing is, we've already we're set back as a country as far as education is concerned. Now, we like to quote the American dream and that we're the best country on the face of the earth. But if you do the numbers as far as education is concerned, that's not true. Mm-mm. But we're also still competing with everybody around the world, and we're behind even most people that's in America. So the mindset of what we're trying to communicate to North Huntsville and any other place that we go to is we have to be that cut above, right? Separate. So whatever we use, that's the mindset that I had when I looked at that.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
We're raising the quality of life, fostering educational excellence, and it needs to be something, the verb, economic infrastructure. Mm-hmm. What does that verb need to be?
Driving economic infrastructure.
Raising the quality of life, fostering educational excellence, a verb ending in ing for economic infrastructure.
I think something that has to deal with quantitatively, financially, we're going to make a financial impact. Mm-hmm. So, increasing, what's the word?
Economic infrastructure that sustains community-centered, owned, and operated businesses. So what word did you just say?
I'm thinking increasing the value. I'm talking about
raising the quality of life. We're fostering educational excellence, and we're something economic infrastructure.
Economic infrastructure.
We're something in there.
Raising quality of life.
Fostering educational excellence.
Then we're doing X to economic infrastructure.
Developing economic infrastructure.
There you go. There you go.
I don't think development because
they'll say you're trying to say you don't have economic infrastructure.
Well, I'm saying that it's been developed.
Continuing. Infrastructure that sustains community-centered, owned, and operated businesses.
There's developing.
We are enhancing.
We could say enhancing.
Improving.
Improving economic infrastructure that sustains community-centered, owned, and operated business. One of them.
Yeah,
I think it's something. I think something along the lines of we're taking something's here and making it better.
Enhancing.
I'm thinking of something that we're trying to build. Something that we're trying to build, right? Something that we're trying to build. Exactly.
We're trying to improve it, but we're trying unifying.
Not unifying.
Infrastructure.
What's
strengthening, fortifying.
Strengthening, I like
Strengthening
that. I
sounds
like
much
that.
better. Yeah.
Strengthening economic infrastructure that sustains community-centered, owned, and operated businesses.
Yes.
So this is what we will have then, so far. Our mission is to restore hope by raising the quality of life in North Huntsville through community development. Oh, our mission is to restore hope by raising the quality of life in North Huntsville through community development, fostering educational excellence, and strengthening economic infrastructure that sustains community-centered, owned, and operated businesses. That's what it will read there. And then I can email or Kimmy, I send it to her, she send it to y'all, and we can all read over it this weekend, and I'll either vote yay or nay as a mission. Now the vision, building and sustaining a high quality, I'm not really feeling that too much. The vision. It says building and sustaining a high quality of life for the Northwest Huntsville team.
The team.
I never get these right, man.
See, yeah,
What's
the
the
vision, I agree
vision?
with Martell on that. I don't think Northwest team should be in
Not for
that
the vision. Yeah, that's for the vision. You don't have to-
Help me out again.
Well, usually your vision is way less. It's usually way less in detail.
It like
terms of
sums
the
up
statement.
the mission
But it
statement.
sums it like in one sentence, and it's like strong
And
and
it's
powerful.
visual, so that people, when they read that sentence,
just-
they can kind of envision what
Yeah.
the goal is. It's
Okay.
not as concise. as
Right.
this.
I think that our part of what we want to do, and we haven't talked about this much, but even right now we're talking about the mission statement, is that we want to make sure that people stay and build.
Building a better community.